Well, hello. Today we're going to be playing some Nier Automata. Nier Automata. Sorry about that. An ad popped in. Now we're going to be playing some Nier Automata. Become as Gods Edition. This is the re-release from the PlayStation version to the Xbox version that has all the DLC. We don't want to do that. Nier Automata is a very strange game if you've never seen it or heard of it. It is basically a JRPG with some hack and slash elements to it. Or actually the other way around. Basically, you got stats and stuff that you gotta switch around, but encounters are based on skillful maneuvers and such like that. That's basically the premise of it, and it also has a bit of a bullet hell style to it as well. You'll see that in the beginning. I've played part of it already. I haven't beaten it. Basically because you have to play the games at least 3 times to actually get the full story. I have only beaten the first story, and then I never really picked it back up from there. Well, we're hopefully going to change that, and this game consists of a lot of side questing, which will kind of distract you from the main quest a lot. We're going to just try and do mainly, if not only, main quests. For the sole purpose of actually getting through this at a quickened pace. Because there's a lot to unpack here. So, I guess I'll go ahead and just start it and show you this very intriguing game. This game does not support autos. Oh, yeah. You have to play the game to find out how to save. I'll just put BG. That's GG. Yes. It's a very different kind of game. It's got a lot of interesting elements to it. And a lot of thought-provoking questions. So we're going to play it on normal. Anyways, let's go ahead and start it.
Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the God who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
This is Command. Yorha Squadron, come in.
2B here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere. Autopilot systems green across the board.
This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed.
We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target.
Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data you can.
Understood. 12H down. All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
Already engaged. Free movement unlocked.
Origin point of long-range lasers confirmed. 2B, down. Our HO229 cancelers are ineffective.
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
Requesting permission to engage.
Permission granted.
Alright. Now we're finally in the game. Somewhat. This isn't...
7E, down.
Hold on. This isn't how the game is going. We'll see where the Hack-and-Slash elements come into play.
1D down. Assuming captain's duties.
You gotta try not to talk over some of the dialogue. This is a story-based game.
Multiple surrounding enemy air units confirmed. Requesting permission to assume mobile configuration.
Permission granted.
Now we can turn in all directions. So this game's very different because, one thing, this is still nothing from like what the game's going to be yet. We're not going to be fighting in mechas throughout the whole game.
Captain, I think... 4B, down.
I'm all over myself.
2B to Operator 6-0. All Allied units down. The operation is compromised. Awaiting further orders.
Operator to 2B. We need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering data on the local terrain.
Understood.
See, this game likes to play with perspectives a lot. Switching camera angles to more retro-like games. Side-scrolling elements. Even though it's a 3D game. Yeah.
Standard top label test initiating short range control. Activating short-range attack gear. Alert. Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
This is what the game is truly like. This is our character 2B. We're going to be playing with him for a while, but eventually we're going to play as two other characters. One known as 9S, and the other known as A2. They'll come into the story.
Enemies destroyed.
Not quite.
And now we're into a mini-boss.
Is that our target?
Negative. This enemy is unrelated. Proposal. Dispatch it as swiftly as possible.
You don't say.
Laser communications recovered.
2B, I'm transmitting your pod program.
Pod program download complete.
Better make sure he's actually dead next time. That was dangerous, man. You're 2B, right? My name's 9S. I'm here to provide support.
Copy that.
So, was that big old buzzsaw the Goliath you came here to take out?
No, just another defensive system.
Oh, well, I guess we have to find the target then, huh? I've got a flight unit, so I'll take a look around the perimeter.
All right, I'll work my way inside from the ground.
Point on this. Now, for context, because I'm going to be skipping a lot of the, or pretty much all the early tutorials at least. The way this game works, much like any other hack and slash game, you got your light attack, you got your strong attack, and then you got your combos. But if you put the right bumper down, you're able to go into basically a shooting mode. And you can also attack while shooting as well. You have your cursor, and you can also lock onto enemies, but it is far less accurate. So you lose a lot of DPS. So it's better to just aim and shoot while also having to dodge and attack all at the same time. It can get a little complex sometimes, but it's not too bad to follow once you get into things. Now you see whenever my character flashes, that basically means that that means I basically have done a perfect dodge. And by that, basically means if I dodge at the right moment, I will basically be immune to any damage forthcoming, and I will basically go through any attack for like a few seconds, basically. So I use that to be able to use counterattacks and basically just take advantage of the
2B? Ma'am?
What is it?
I was going to send you the map data I collected earlier.
Do it.
Now we're gonna move that. As you can see, just like when we were piloting ships, you can also go into the side-scroller-esque modes as well. And of course that means your movement is restricted to lanes and such, but you can also aim up and down, as you think. Well, that happens. And a little bit of platform. Now, usually the noteworthy thing about dodging, as discussed earlier, is that usually whenever you see a red flash, that basically means they're going to attack. So
Exit confirmed.
wait for the red flash
So open
Thomas.
it.
Negative. Nearby
Dodge.
enemies are jamming our signal.
Range.
Nothing's ever easy.
And then you can get dodge. And that's basically the combat maneuvers. Now, your pod, which is the thing that fires using the bullets, can also have a pod program. Pressing the left bumper, the laser basically. You can get other things like shields and a hammer and other pod programs. But right now we just got the basic little pellets, lasers. And I have that for quite a while until we get some pod programs.
You know, ma'am, I'm glad you're here.
Why?
Scanners like me mostly work alone. Scouting out enemy lines and all that. I don't usually get a partner. It's kind of fun.
Emotions are prohibited.
Sorry, ma'am.
And another thing, stop calling me ma'am.
Huh?
It's unnecessary.
All right, then. 2B it is.
Now see, with these characters, they are not human form. They are machines. They're basically machines that look I can't get the term of it right now. It's basically just a game of machines fighting machines. Most part anyways. But we'll cross that bridge. Okay. Android, yes.
This place sure is big.
I don't know why I couldn't think of the word.
I guess humans used to use it as a weapons factory, but now it's just crawling with machines. The enemy seems to have repurposed the facility to increase their overall machine production.
So if we don't destroy it, they'll just keep coming.
I like to like this.
Block 43 to Block 12, returns en route. Work Party B, proceed to cafeteria 25.
What?
It's just accessing random, nonsensical data from the old world. There's no actual meaning behind anything machines do.
Materials en route. Thank you for another day of work. Please welcome to dock level.
Also, another thing that most people who even play this game in particular don't actually know that this is actually I believe, a sequel to another game just known as Nier, I believe. You don't really have to have any prior knowledge of the games. I don't either. I've never played or seen gameplay of the original Nier game. I think there was like a PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3
Alert.
game.
Bulletproof apparatus detected on enemies. Close range combat is advised.
I know.
It's kind of its own story, more or less. But it is a continuation. At least from what I have heard. We're going to change up our combat strategy. We'll go more melee focused. At least until we break the shields. Now we can just blast them. Let the front just go back. My screen goes black and white like it just did. Basically, I go into a very low health state. But, luckily enough, since the beginning, they packed us with some health items that you don't really need to use. They just get used up automatically once a certain threshold of your health has been taken away. Like about 20 or 30% of your health is remaining, it will automatically...
I surveyed the entire factory, but
rejuvenates
couldn't find
a
anything
certain amount of
resembling our
health back.
target.
Maybe they, I don't know, moved it somewhere?
Is that?
You mean the birds? Yeah, there's more plants and animals here than there used to be. Probably because the environment's changed.
Probably. Just checking around, see if there's anything I missed. Little orange spots are never really set in stone. They're always kind of randomly placed. Most of the time, at least. So it's always good to just kind of look around, see if you can find some, and get some free pocket change, basically.
There should be another facility across that bridge. It's a bit of a hike, but should we check it out? It's not like Command to get a location wrong. I guess even they get bad intel from time to time, huh?
I wouldn't bet on that.
Alert. High-power jamming detected.
We thought one
No
bus was
response
hard
from
enough. Let's
long-range
give it two.
communications.
Doesn't matter. I'll just take him out.
Oh! I was not thinking that. No, I was going to go with the saw was actually so down. Also, as you can hear, the music is just fantastic. Like, really amps it. I see with the perfect dodge, thanks to the need up the exploitation. You can basically cut through enemy attacks without taking any damage, as long as you kind of spam the button and be careful about your timing. Looks like we got it taken down.
Is that?
Target enemy detected.
Looks like I was wrong. It wasn't just buzzsaws. Now this is the Goliath we've been searching for. This particular boss, it does not matter when you actually hit it. Just hitting it anywhere will damage the same amount.
To me! What's your status?
This is the target. I'm going to destroy.
Right. I'll provide support.
Alert. Incoming enemy attack from below. Proposal. Evade.
Yeah, I do believe if you do not dodge out of the way of that incoming attack, you can actually die right there.
Hacking in.
Yeah, it didn't work too well, did it?
Nine-S! Nine-S!
9S black box signal detected. No response to communications.
Send a support request to command.
Negative. Communications have been jammed.
Just have to go and save that, yes. Sure it's okay.
9S! 9S. I have to repair him. Pod, get me staunching gel and logic virus vaccines. Then access the...
Inadvisable. The subject's vital signs are too poor to attempt field repair
Shut
in
up!
current...
Just do what I say!
2B. Just go.
You shut up too.
We're soldiers. We take pride in our service.
HO-229 Flight Unit. Command 677 received. Usage rights transferred from 9S to 2B. Requesting acknowledgement.
Please.
All right.
Alright, time for a little payback.
It talks? I didn't know the machines had that kind of intelligence.
2B. I found a weakness in the target. Hacking in to provide support. The control on the enemy's upper arm. Use your pod. Should be able to take it over.
I told you to shut up!
Control of upper arm. Seized from enemy unit. Marking weak point.
Got it. Seize its control system.
Affirmative. Infiltrating enemy subunit. Behavior table adjusted. Balance controls overridden. Enemy unit subjugation complete.
Stop putting yourself to a whole new level.
You just die already!
Talk about bringing the battle to them. 2B.
Contact command. Request assistance.
No. It doesn't look like that's going to be necessary.
Oh, great.
I don't imagine that this is going to end well. The black box. It's ready.
Right.
Requesting destruction of enemy hostiles via black box reaction.
Request accepted.
Tubi, it was an honor to fight with you. Truly.
The honor was mine.
So, mission complete and all that, huh? The Goliaths were wiped out, and we secured a route into enemy territory. Now we can...
9S,
Yeah?
thank you for uploading my data to the bunker.
I did that? Sorry, I don't remember. There wasn't a whole lot of bandwidth down there, you know? I probably only had enough time to back up your memories. Mine are only intact up to the point just before we rendezvoused.
I see.
Glory to mankind.
Glory to mankind.
This game uses online functionality for its message sharing features. Connect to the internet? Sure. I'll explain that system later.
'5012 AD. The year mankind's glorious history came to a sudden and abrupt end, when the world was invaded by aliens from beyond the stars. The aliens unleashed a new breed of weapon, machine life forms, that all but annihilated human civilization. The handful of survivors that remained fled from Earth, seeking refuge on the moon. 5204 AD. Humanity launched its counterattack, deploying an army of androids from a network of orbiting bases. But after more than a dozen large-scale descents upon the enemy, we still haven't managed to repel the invaders. That is why you, the Yorha forces, exist. To break this stalemate, once and for all. You are our ultimate weapon, and you must put an end to this war.
Understood, sir.
I wish you good hunting.
Glory to mankind. Glory to mankind.
Glory to mankind.
To be? Can you hear me? For some reason it skipped all that. Alright then, let's get started. Go for each adjustment in order. Let's start by getting the brightness set. pretty good. Oh, and I should probably let you know that the entire process is being recorded for posterity. Basically, 9S is talking to us and is moving our interface. I'm not moving anything at this moment. Ma'am, are you there?
Go ahead and adjust your settings so you can hear me, alright? Adjust the settings.
Pretty cool, huh? I'm actually moving this part, adjusting the
Try
volume.
and pick up the pace a little bit? Alright, are we good now? Okay, settings should all be good to go. Hold on. Your self-destruct permissions are missing. Wait a sec, we need to restore those. I could set it for you, but you should probably do it yourself. Regulations and all, you know?
But I don't know if I want to. Self-destructing sounds like a pretty bad idea.
Wait, no. You need to leave that turned on.
Are you sure?
Okay,
Okay.
good. If things go wrong during an op, you may have to sacrifice yourself in order to finish it. So, once you're finished making adjustments, you can go ahead and close this out. I know no one likes the idea of self-destructing, but that's what regulations call for. Still, I'll keep it a secret from the commander.
We'll keep it on for now. You can kind of toy with 9S while messing with your settings. So, there's that. But I think we're good.
Morning.
"9S.
The commander's put me in charge of your maintenance, ma'am. That means I'll be performing regular checks on you from now on.
I see.
Oh, don't worry. We 9S models are the best around, you know. Though I suppose we're not exactly known for our modesty.
9S.
What is it, ma'am?
Stop calling me ma'am.
Huh?
There's no need to be so formal.
Alright. If you say so. Oh, I almost forgot. The commander was calling for you. We better go see what's up, man. 2B.
Alright. Right, with that right now. Basically, it's just a short little item shop, but we don't need to use this at the moment. Now, if you weren't following in the beginning, basically, everything that happened earlier with fighting the Goliath, that all happened. Our little friend Tier 9S decided to upload our data, considering we're an android, to the space station known as the bunker, which is what we're in right now. So, they created new models for us with 9S, or 2B regaining her memory because of 9S's help, but 9S was not able to recover that. Both of our previous bodies died in the explosion using the black box, which is something that every Yorha basically carries about with them. I'm not quite sure the significance or what the black boxes actually are. They're just some sort of data box is what I can understand.
You need to be near an access point to save your data. You can see access points on the close-range map. Be sure to save often.
Go ahead and save real quick. You can also check your inbox here. Some people will send you mail. Send your server manager. This message is intended for the verification of your email account. Members who enter problems with the mailing system or encounter problems with the mailing system should contact their supervisors as soon as possible. IT operations, lead server engineer. Simple stuff. Transport option is unavailable for basically halfway through the first campaign. Now with the way I see this is that basically, if you find the story kind of interesting of basically aliens coming to Earth, and then basically humanity has to run away because of the alien invasion, and then sending back robots to fend off these aliens. Well, that's basically what the story is. And that's what the Yorha units were created. They were androids that were basically sent much like the core. Oh, it's their core. The black box is their core, I'm sorry. But yeah, basically, aliens come to Earth, humans pushed out of there, and basically the aliens got lazy, so now they're just using these machines on Earth to basically just keep humanity away from it, is what I can gather, and possibly gather resources and other stuff like that. We have not seen any of the aliens thus far. Basically, these Yorha machines were created to go and fend off the machines. So that way we can regain Earth for humanity. Everyone in this place is a Yorha android. There are no humans here at the moment.
Ah, 2B. Maintenance finished?
Yes, Commander.
You detonated your black box in order to defeat the enemy. Bold, but risky. Try not to be so reckless next time.
Understood.
I know you're fresh out of maintenance, but I have another mission for you. I need you to head to the surface, rendezvous with the Resistance, and do some recon.
Doesn't Yorha have a dedicated Resistance contact already?
We haven't been able to get in touch with them, so we'll need you to look into that as well.
Understood.
Alright, let's go do that. We're just gonna leave 9S down there. I think
The surface? That means we'll be getting flight units, huh? Better head for the hangar.
Never mind.
Usually we can't get near flight units. They're way too expensive for us grunts. Too bad they can't mass produce these things yet. The hangar's up ahead.
Too bad.
Let's go.
Never get tired of looking at Earth. The hangar? You get it from the elevator to the left. Alright. Thanks to the directions.
A2B, why do you think they sent a combat model like you to a recon job? If all they want is intel, we scanner models are built for that kind of thing.
Orders are orders.
Alright, alright.
Now we have 9S tagging along with us.
2B, you're going to have some new weaponry installed from here on out. I'll put up instructions for you. Make sure to commit them to memory.
Roger.
Now we got this little boat. Yeah, in this configuration, you can only fire forward, so I get to turn left or right. Now it can.
in. I've set a landing point for your flight units. You'll be touching down quite a ways from the Resistance camp, unfortunately. Sorry for the trouble, but we can't risk the enemy discovering their position.
Understood.
Good luck down there.
Now we're on Earth. And this is where the majority of the game is going to take place from here on out. So it's time to explore. This is basically what the aliens have left us with.
Target location acquired. Marking on map. Proposal. Proceed to target location.
Hey, 2B!
Yeah, if you jump from a high place, you can hold the jump button and you can grab onto your pod and just float gently on down. Ah, now this is what it was asking about the online portion. Basically, whenever someone dies in the world, if you are playing online, their body will be left on the ground. And if this was your game, your body would be left there and you would have to go back and basically get materials or currency back or something. I don't remember exactly, but if another player finds your body, for one thing, they don't steal your stuff or anything. That would really suck, but basically, it will give them a little message. Cooperative soldier vowed revenge in the free skies. Everything, you can kind of change it around, give yourself a sort of a unique message. Now you can either do nothing, or you can retrieve the body and basically gain some currency, materials, and an additional boosters and stuff like that, like a small defense or offensive buff for a very short period of time. That's what I usually like to go for. But the other option, you can just repair the body and basically have another partner with you. So you can have up to 3 partners with you for a short period of time until basically the energy of the android just runs out and just explodes. So we're not going to do that. Well, we'll do that for right now, but for every other chance we get, we're just going to retrieve the body. This is just so way you can see what it's like. Now,
Alert. Access point communications jammed.
though we don't really need them all that much. Now, this is basically, it updates our map, much like in the Assassin's Creed games, if you're familiar with that. And it also acts as our save point whenever there are no enemies around.
Obtained from bunker. Data may be displayed from the system menu.
Map data, huh? It's hard to get an accurate picture from this. Our satellite resolution isn't so hot. Hopefully they deploy some new satellites soon.
A general idea is good enough.
You don't let anything get in your way, do you?
Now, if there are enemies surrounding that, then it will basically be blocked off, and you have to attack the enemies, and so you can get your map data back.
According to our intel, none of the machines in this area are hostile. We've been seeing more and more enemies like this lately. They just stand there and stare into space. It's pretty weird.
Now, as you can see, not everything was destroyed when the aliens came. We actually have wildlife, like moose and boars and such. Ah, I see. Now we have another body. Secretive girl saw a white book at the closed sphere. Now we can retrieve that body. Gain a little bit of experience in other items. Simple stuff. Now, for one thing, I've never actually seen an albino moose. That's pretty awesome, but you can't really do anything with that. Also, yeah, they're hostile, so. Or, they'll be protective. You don't really have a reason to kill them except for a couple of materials, like raw meat, for instance. But other than that, you really don't need to kill them. So, I'm just not going to. Also, you can give them baits, and you can basically be able to ride them and use them to attack the machines, which is also incredibly fun. But I do not have any of that. Maybe another time I'll show. And as I mentioned before, the androids are not really hostile, they're just kind of dormant, just doing their own thing. They're only really attacking because we're getting in their way, or bothering them. I'm only killing them for the experience and materials and such. But there's not really need to kill them. They'll just respawn in there at the end of the time. Now it's also pretty interesting.
Commencing.
If you want to, you can fish. Send your little pot out. Wait for a bite. We'll see what we can catch real quick.
Bite detected.
Hey, there we go. And as you can see, there are real fish as well. But there are also mechanical fish. Fishing, you don't really get much out of it except for selling it for money. If you can get a large quantity of fish, you can get a lot of material and a lot of money for it. Which I believe is called copper, if I'm remembering correctly. The money.
So this is the resistance camp, huh? We should probably go talk to their leader first thing.
Are you new here? So who are you? Yeah, nobody really knows us. We'll talk to this interesting character in a little bit. But let's grab some things. And we got a few shops here. Oh, so you're Yoha, so you're a Yoha soldier. Should talk to our leader, Anemone, first. Okay, sounds good. What do you have to say? You're with Yoha, right? Well, still need to talk to our commanding officer first. Even if you guys follow our rules. Alright. Now, if I remember correctly, I also believe that everyone here is everyone here an android, Jose? I can't remember. Or are these humans? Honestly can't tell. And yeah. Newcomer, are you? Go talk to the commanding officer. Alright, we'll go talk to the commanding officer. Here, well, question mark lady is Anemone.
Number 2.
You know about 2B?
Yes, well, the bunker told me to expect you. My name is Anemone. I'm the leader of the android resistance that controls most of this territory. You must be the new scouts we heard about. Well, I'm sure my people will have plenty of information for you. Please feel free to ask them anything you like.
Alright. And I did get confirmation. These are all just androids. No humans here. Now, one thing that's pretty cool we can do is that we can actually go here and listen to some music if we want to. It's a relaxing listen to music, don't you agree? Yeah, I think so. I can tell you're a connoisseur just by looking at you. Here, have this. So what people used to call a jukebox. It's a machine that plays music. Play any song you like on it. As long as you have the necessary records, it's yours to use. Got some sound data. Now we can play whatever kind of music in this little area. So we can switch this calming music to bipolar neck there and add a little bit of vocals to it. A little bit of a difference, huh? But luckily enough, it doesn't stay like that. As soon as you walk out of the area, it leaves and see if the music comes back. Alright. Let's talk to our traders here. Oh, you must be with Yohara. I heard about what happens. They deal in weapons, if you're interested in that type of thing. What kind of weapons? Basically, I rebuild and repair relics from the old world. Although, to be honest, my tools are pretty sad shape at the moment. If I can get the servicing device and that toolbox up and running, I could start fixing and selling weapons again. Take a look, will you? Alright. Check it out. Looks busted, alright. You know it is. As I bet you can tell, I'm no good at that sort of delicate repair. Well, I mean, we're not all good at repairing, but let's give them a try and help them out. You mean it? That's a huge help. Looks like the servicing device sorted out. There's been too much load on it. I'm thinking 4 complex gadgets will be enough to fix it. Any idea where I can find complex gadgets? Looks like you can find them over in the city ruins. Although I hear the place is crawling with incredibly aggressive machines. Alright. Looks like we can go and do a little sub-quest to go and help him. Now, as I said, I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of sub-quests. I'm only going to focus on the main missions to get for the story as much as I can. But I will do a few to secure a few things, like being able to get more items or more weapons from this handsome fella. I'm getting servicing devices repaired. I won't be long at work. Yeah, so like right now, can't do anything until I go and fight off some machines and help all these people in need. Also, there's a little area back here. I don't remember if there's anything particularly important. There's a few people. Also, there's these boxes that you'll see that you can't interact with. Basically, you will need another character to be able to open the box. So, we don't have to worry about them right now. But in the future, we'll have to come back and get whatever is in the box. Let's go talk to some more people. Welcome, welcome. It's always great to see new customers. Some kind of supply trader for the Resistance? You know it. Every item here is handcrafted from abandoned parts and stuff plundered from enemy corpses. So then, to business. What can I get you? Well, right now, I think we're good. Well, actually, we could use a little bit of recovery items. So, I like to even it out. So let's get 5 small, 5 medium recovery items. Now we could get these other attack ups and stuff like that, but that I don't particularly like to use. It's just short damage buffs or short defense buffs for a certain amount of minutes or seconds. Not particularly my cup of tea, but some people like to use them. And there's that animal bait I mentioned before, and there's a sachet, or a, sachet. Which basically will keep animals from running away from you. You can also sell items here, like that koi carp we got from earlier in the river. So we got about 2,000 back. Not too bad, not too bad. Now everything else I'll just keep. I need to sell useful materials. You sell plug-in chips. You know those little doodads that serve as power-ups for your body? Afraid not. I love to sell plug-in chips, but I don't have the necessary raw materials. Now, if I happen to get those raw materials, I bet we can do business. But right now, say, there's an idea. What if you get the materials for me? I've got this bum leg, see, I can't really get around myself. Can't you just repair your own leg? We're just supply trade after all. If only. Unfortunately, all of our parts are dedicated to the war effort. Can't spare any for myself. Personally, I'm hoping you wipe out those machines so I can start dancing again. But until then, will you look for what I asked for? Yeah, sure. Alright, cool. Aw, thanks a million. Okay, we need one broken spring, one small gear, and one broken circuit. You can smash up a few of those small machines, and you can find them. You obtain them from enemies in the big open area towards the left, where when you
target location data obtained. Marking on map.
Alright, sounds good. How about you? Hello, you're with your heart, aren't you? This is the maintenance shop. It serves in conducts, and consults on all types of android bodies. Can I help you if anything? What kind of advice can you give me? What about motion sickness? Yikes! Well, before you barf everywhere, try going to System, Settings, Camera, and change the camera's behavior. Alternatively, you can just adjust the camera for yourself. Kind of settings what you like. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm good. I don't think I'm really getting that kind of symptom. Just wanted to ask you a question was all. You're the boss. What would you like advice on? I think I'm good. Any maintenance? Well, let's see what you got. Now, this lady, she is a maintenance shop and she sells pod upgrades and what do you call them? Storage chips. I'll explain what these are for, but we're going to go ahead and acquire one of these. I do have enough for another one. Yeah, you know what? These are very useful to have a lot of storage, especially in the early game, because that will determine your build for your character. So, maybe out of money, but that is completely fine. We can get it back. Fair enough. Fusion, can't really do that at the moment. I don't really think I fuse a whole lot, so I don't remember exactly how everything works, but I can. It shouldn't be that hard to remember. Barely increase your combat abilities, or just a few tweaks here and there. Containing new chips or programs, make sure to try them out. Now you can also get pod programs, which is much like the little laser I got from my pod program here. I can also get many other things, but we'll wait for a later game right now. The laser is actually pretty good. Can't access this at the moment. So, got one more person to talk about. This lovely little fella, the strange residence lady. Hey, you're Fjorha, right? My mask? It's an electromagnetic wave shielding device. I wear it to limit unnecessary information from this world. Ha! Just kidding. So, what do you want? Worried about something or whatever? What should I do if I die? That's a good philosophical question. After your body is destroyed, only its memory data is transferred to the new body. That means items aren't transferred. So, if you die, you need to recover plug-in chips from your previous body. If you die again, before recovering your plug-in chips, they will be lost. So, take care. Basically, you need to recover everything from your previous body immediately. So, what do you want? Where should I go now? When you're walking, there should be a mini-map. We'll be fine as long as you follow the loaded marker. What if I think this game's too difficult? You can change the game's difficulty settings. In easy mode, enemies are weaker, and you can use special auto chips. Normal mode is standard difficulty. Enemies get stronger in hard mode, and you can't lose any lock-on features. In very hard mode, not only is lock-on disabled, but enemies are, well, they're kind of insane. It's almost stupid difficulty, or difficult, but more daring players seem to like it. And hey, just between you and me, if you go to Intel and select tutorials, you find some things you didn't know. May be worth checking out if you're ever bored out of your skull. So, what do you want? I think I'm good. It was fun talking with you. Come back anytime. Now, with that, basically this game loves to fourth wall break a lot. That's kind of one of the charming things about this game. And now with this character, that little head she's got there is basically a mask that the creator, what's his name? Yokotaro? I think. That's basically like his mascot kind of mask that he wears, though a very simplified version of it. Usually has a very big grin on it. This is our menu, and I'm going to just change some things out. Materials. I'll get to everything in a little bit. Stories. What's up that? Oh yeah, the self-destruct system. I'm probably not going to use that, honestly. There's not really a need to use it. Materials, key items. Ah, here we go. Oh, what's pretty cool is that on this particular version of the game, you have a bit more items you can kind of change around. Like if you see my little pod program up there, he's now changed into a book known as the Grimoire Weiss, which is a thing from the original game, from what I understand. You also have a couple other things in the items that you get. You can also change the colors of it as well instead of having the Grimoire Weiss, but I actually particularly like that one. So we're going to stick with that. Also, you get the mask that the lady's wearing. Yeah. But we're not going to be wearing that. Just wanted to show it off was all. Later on, we can find like other aesthetic items for 2B and the other characters, but her overall look doesn't change a whole lot throughout the game. Mainly her weapons, which I will again look into that a little bit later. But right now, let's continue onward.
This must have been quite a city once upon a time. Too bad vegetation's claimed most of it now.
Operator Operator 60 to 2B. It is time for your regularly scheduled contact.
This is 2B. Nothing to report.
Good to hear. Say, how's the weather on Earth today? Good?
It's fine. Does that question have anything to do with our operation?
Not really. I just figured it might feel nice to have some good weather.
Feeling nice has no bearing on completing missions.
That is so like you, 2B. Anyway, talk to you later.
Oops. I don't know how I did that. So in the game, as I said, you have your light and heavy attacks. Well, you also have weapon speeds from 2 for your light and heavy attacks. Right now we have a short sword, and originally we had the same sword, and we had a giant sword, like a big great sword. But I don't know how, but I ended up switching it and discarding or unequipping it. So now I'm just fighting with my fists. Not my particular playstyle, so I'm going to switch it back real quick. Yeah, here we go. I don't know how that happened, actually. Wait, what? Huh. I don't know how that happened. I swear we got the big sword, but I guess not. But that's fine. I know where to get basically some better weapons very early on. Alright, looks like we got one
that's
side
everything the
quest done.
supply trader asked for.
But while we're out here, let's look at the map. Let's go over here. Marker?
Man, these chores are a real pain in the butt, huh?
The Resistance is a valuable ally to Yorha. By helping them, we also help ourselves. So no, I don't think they're a pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2B is an interesting character. There's not really much I can say about her at the moment. But she's not always like that.
This is the place that weapons trader was talking about. Uh-oh. I'm picking up hostile machine life forms.
Looks like we took care of that. Better body. What happened to say? This must be it. Nope, one more. GOW. Oh, God of War. Boy. Where's that freaking item we're supposed to grab? I don't see it. It's a little hard to make out. But we definitely have one more to find here. There you are. Alright, cool.
That
Now
should
let's
be
head
enough.
back.
Let's get these back to the trader.
The early hours can be a little slow past the initial prologue, or intro, of course. But once you get into it, it becomes a very interesting game to play. Even if you're not into these kinds of weird Japanese games, it's definitely something or like, the story is definitely something that I feel like a lot of people would find interesting. Can't really use any other words to explain it, honestly. I think this should be enough to fix your broken device. Well, how about that? Looks like I'm back to business. Good to hear. You know what? I make these weapons to keep my friends safe after all. Although sometimes I wonder, if my weapons were just making my friends die faster. Ah, never mind. Forget I said anything. Anyway, come back in a little while, alright? I should have some new gear for you then. Okay. Oh, this is a little while. Hey, it's you. Oh, I almost forgot. It's all your reward. I wanted to say thanks for getting things up and running again, so I whipped you up some upgrade materials. Thanks. Want to try them out? Yeah, sure. Alright. Now, I'm not going to actually upgrade these weapons right now, but as you can see, we can get 2 new short swords or another great sword. But as I mentioned before, I know a place where you can get 2 free weapons that will pretty much last you throughout most, if not all, the game, as long as you just keep consistently upgrading them. That, and I'm also very poor considering my purchase choices from earlier, but that's fine. We wonder we need win weapons. Alright, sounds good. Let's talk to this guy. Hey, you found materials. That's great. I can start upgrading crafting items for you. I imagine you can spare a few of these supplies to fix your leg, right? Yeah, no. Why don't you tell us what really is going on? See, it's my left leg that's all busted up. My left leg is the one that's fully original. I've repaired this whole body of mine 100 times over during this war. I've swapped parts in and out so many times I can't even keep track. But this leg, this left leg, it has never been touched. So if I go and replace that, then what happens? I mean, would I even be me anymore? Would I just... Anyway, it's my own problem. Didn't mean to trouble you with it. I should be getting more inventory soon, so swing by whenever you can. Alright. That's a lot of the moral questions about this game. The meaning of humanity. Welcome. What do you want to buy? See what you got here. Now, these are chips that we can purchase. But they're actually not ones that we really need right now. We can actually find our own chips around the world from drops, from killing enemies. Or we can, of course, purchase them. Other such things. But it's actually better to just get them instead of having them. But one I will buy will be the XP gauge, because for some reason they don't show that. Now what's pretty funny is that everything here, these chips are upgrades of sorts. Now let me go into the chip menu. Skills. If we go into our plug-in chips, these little squares right here on the right is our plug-in chips. We can have up to 3 different loadouts, or we can just completely destroy it, the chip itself. You won't gain anything from it, it's basically just hard resetting it. And you'll lose whatever chips was in there. So don't do that, unless you just want to for some reason. Now we could just automatically place things in there, but I like to customize it my own way. Now, for all the chips we have, these are everything we have. If you highlight over it, as you can see in the right side, it will basically show you which chip it is. And if it is highlighted over and it's not showing anything, that means these are not equipped. Now these ones that are grayed out are only available on easy difficulty. It basically autos everything. Like auto evading, auto attacking, basically playing the game for you. I don't like that, well, especially in this kind of game. But we do have this. Now, if I wanted to, I could take out every single one of these chips, and basically I'll have no HUD or heads-up display. Meaning I won't see my health, I won't see damage numbers, I won't see save points, my map, everything. I'm basically going to play the game blind, but I'm not going to do that. But if I need to make space, because as you can see, everything requires space in this OS chip. Now that locked dark gray area is basically chips we can't put a chip slot into just yet. We have to expand our storage. That's what I had bought from the lady earlier. So now I have a bit more storage from before. You can tell how much storage I'm using in the storage used in the top right, where it says 21-56. And each of the corresponding numbers on the right of the icons that I'm basically looking over. You can see on the right it shows a number in brackets that basically tells you how much space it takes up. So every one of these chips don't really take up a whole lot of space, but they can get very expensive, like up to 10 or 15, even 20 space. So you have to pick and manage what you want for your build. And they can do many different things. But right now, we don't have anything other than the basic essentials. So, let's continue on. And let's talk to an enemy. Oh hey, I actually have a request for you as well. There have been lots of reports of dangerous machines appearing in the desert recently. This is very unusual, so maybe indicative of something bigger. Now that I hear you and your hard types are pretty good at examining items, you think you can take a look at this whole mess for me? Why not? Thanks. I can count on you. It's always in the desert that you're coming. Be careful out there, okay? Alright. Now we're going to be moving from the city ruins onto the desert area. Stuff like slamming to it. Now, I didn't check this earlier, but there's actually a save point here. We can update our map. Quick save. Check our inbox. Nothing's in there. Now, from this particular bunker only, at the moment, we can use the transfer point. But that is just to go back to the bunker for a couple side quests. But right now, we're not going to go back. Keep this train going. So, let's continue forth.
Pod 042 to operator. Coordinates confirmed for location specified by Resistance Leader.
Understood, 042. Placing marker on target. The desert heat is going to make resupply efforts difficult, 2B. Please make sure you're ready before you go.
Right. We also got mail. We'll check that later. But before we head to the desert area... Oops, not that button. Going to look at our map. And we're going to head to this little check mark over here. This is where the weapons are located that I mentioned before. So we got another 6 point. Get rid of the opposition. Alright. Now while we're here, let's check our inbox. Commander, lost equipment. There was something I forgot to mention prior to your shorty. According to our analysis team, there's equipment that was lost when breaking into the abandoned factory. It is still there. I've marked its estimated location, so be sure to pick it up next time we go into the area. That is all. Now, that is actually referring to our weapons from before. See, whenever the black box explosion happens, of course we didn't regain our previous weapons. And we're actually heading right back to the factory, which is where we were to fight Goliath. As you can see, there's the destroyed bridge, and here's our weapons. Weapon. Now we got all our items that we previously acquired from the mission prior. And if we want to, we can actually run all the way through there and get another item. I don't exactly remember what we need, or what is actually back there again. But for right now, I'm not going to go for all that because it's just the same thing. It's literally the same enemy placements, so there's no need to go and check that area just yet. Maybe I'll do it off screen, just to acquire whatever was back there, and of course get a few bits of currency. Now another thing, considering this is an RPG game, there are moments where more than likely I will need to farm. If I really do feel I need to farm either for experience to get stronger, or acquire more copper, then I will more than likely do it off screen by going off and killing enemies and getting items, and then so that way you don't have to sit through all the boring stuff. Because my god, is it boring. Also, I forgot to equip the weapons. Now, got this back. Virtuous Treaty. No, we're not using our fist anymore. Also, it is noteworthy that you do grab onto your pod program, because if you jump off of a high place, fall damage is still a thing and will hurt. Enemies up there, but we'll leave them alone for now. But these guys, I don't like them. Into the desert.
You're from Yorha, right? I've heard about you guys. We've got a squad mate waiting in a rocky stretch up ahead. Head on over. Just remember that there's nowhere to resupply out there. If you need anything, best to take care of it here while you can. What can I help you with?
I think we're good. Basically, a lot of the members that have you just purchase from like that regular shop will generally have the same inventory. So there's no bother, or there's no use bothering to go into it and check everything.
The Council of Humanity has a message for all of our brave androids fighting on the surface. Currently, our struggle against the machine life force is at a stalemate. This battle has raged for far too long. I am sure all of you find the effort grueling. But now is not the time to give up. Now, more than ever, we must forge on. Remember that several 100,000 humans on the moon want nothing more than to return to Earth. Glory to mankind.
Those council broadcasts are always so stiff.
Report. Mail notification received from access point.
Hey, our leader told me all about you. Name's Jackass. Nice to meet you. I hear you're planning to take out all the machines in the desert? Guess that means we need to get that entrance open.
Looks like it. So, Jackass, was it? What are you doing all the way out here?
Oh, that? Well... wouldn't want to have anyone getting tangled up in that, now would we? Don't go trying to be a hero, alright?
But that's exactly what I'm gonna go do.
Don't go trying to be a hero, alright?
Who opens a sealed gate with explosives? There's gotta be an easier way,
Jackass does, of course. Just don't worry about it, 9S, right? Now we're starting to get into some variations. These have some sort of tribal mask to them for some reason. Wonder why.
This sand sure is slippery. Careful. We've got enemies approaching.
Android desert.
These machines are talking.
Yeah, I heard from the Resistance that they've been seeing this a lot lately. Couldn't tell you why, though. Do you think they even understand the concept of being scared?
Hypothesis. Jamming caused by enemies in local vicinity.
Hypothesis is correct. Alright. We got that map info updated. We also have another piece of mail. Council of Humanity, scheduled correspondence. Attention all androids. Thousands of years have passed since we humans have driven to the moon, and while the war remains deadlocked, we know that our continued safety is only possible thanks to your valiant efforts on the ground. We ask that you continue giving all of your mission of recapturing Earth from the scourge of the machines, or the scourge of the machines. Glory to mankind. League of Assemblymen, Council of Humanity. See, we're still fighting a very important war, but it has been going on for years now.
Enemy. Kill enemy. Why?
What's with the weird looking outfits?
I've seen that sort of thing when I was going through some old data. It looks like what humans used to wear long ago. Certain human collectives used to use face paint like that, too.
Yeah, for androids, they have never actually seen their human creators. They only know that they are made in their image, and that they were sent to fend off the machines and the aliens. That is about it. Nope. That is their only purpose for living, which is just to serve mankind. But these androids are free thinkers to a degree, as you can tell from the way they talk about things and create communities. Again, going back to that notion of what is really a human just because it is a machine. If it can look like a human, talk like a human, can it be human? Many thoughts like this is what makes up the storytelling of this game. It's a little bright.
2B, it's fine. Their speech doesn't mean anything. They're just emitting words at random. If they wanted help, why would they be attacking us?
Yeah.
It is strange, though. Why do they act this way?
Die. Run. Run. Scary.
It's heading for that rocky area.
Individual target ID marked.
Oh, we gotta go get it before it escapes.
What's that?
Analysis. It is the ruin of a former human residential area. Large numbers of humans resided in such concrete and metal shelters. The structures were referred to by names such as apartment complex. Report. Mail notification received from access point.
So get out of their save point. Operator 6-0, Jupiter's Fortune. 2B, have you heard of Jupiter's Fortune telling? It's a thing girls over in the R&D have been talking about lately. You say you can examine the color and shape of Jupiter's great red spot to learn about what kind of luck you'll have with your health and work and love. Sounds amazing, right? I'll try it and I'll let you know what I find out. Operator 6-0. Yeah, Operator 6-0 is the one that's been in communications with us recently. She's a bit more lively than the rest of the androids.
Target confirmed. Let's get him.
Hello. How are you? Nice. Today. Androids are scary. Scary. So kill. So scary. Cruel. Stay back. Ow. 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 Ow.
One thing about this game is that it's very strange.
Run. Run.
It has a lot of
Not this way.
has a lot of things.
I wonder what
wouldn't
makes them
think so.
choose these words.
I'm not gonna really spoil anything, but just to let you know, like some of the concepts in this particular game is very strange indeed.
These
As
are
we'll see
android
very
bodies.
soon.
Hypothesis. They were killed by local machine life forms.
What are they doing here?
Unknown.
It's like they were gathered here. There it goes!
They don't give up. Run. Run. Must run.
Multiple machines detected ahead. But what's with these android bodies?
Stay focused.
Maybe they're gathering them for a purpose. There's even more down here. And here's what I mean about the strangeness.
Child. Child.
What is this?
Don't listen to them, 2B.
Together forever. Together forever. Carry me. Carry.
They don't have any feelings. They're just imitating human speech. Let's take them out.
I'll get you for this. This cannot continue.
What's happening?
An android?
No! This is a machine!
Androids, why fight? Sword. Dodge. Projectile. Deflect.
I think he's evolving. We better finish this quick.
Ooh. Hit hard on that one. There we go. Must not have auto recover on. Sorry about that. Go for it. Now he's going to make a genuine threat.
Is this really a machine? Damn it, not another one!
We gotta get out of here! Come on! Through that hole!
Alright, we gotta go.
stopped. Looks like we're safe now.
What the hell just happened?
I know. I've never seen a machine like that before. We better report this to command.
Or was it? Even I know the answer to that one yet.
Let's move to an area with better
But in
reception
due
so we can
time,
contact command.
We'll figure everything out in the end. All I know is that these machines, or whatever they are a very real threat. And this will not be the only time we encounter those particular two.
Okay, this is good. We should be able to reach command here. 9S to bunker. Do you copy?
I read you, 9S. Go ahead.
Operator, we just encountered a pair of humanoid machines. We weren't able to capture them, but I have combat data ready for upload.
Understood. Ready to receive.
Hopefully you can get something out of it.
Alright, looks like we made
I
it
hear you
back
kicked
safe
some
and
tin
sound.
can ass out in the desert. So I guess, you know, thanks or whatever. Don't go trying to be a
welcome.
hero, alright?
I already did that though. Anyways. Let's get back to the city ruins and...
Whew. I think we've earned a breather. Say 2B? I was hoping we could talk about our next move. I'm worried about the damage we took in that last battle with the machines. Maybe we should return to the resistance camp to resupply and conduct maintenance?
You know what? I think you
All
might be
right,
right.
let's go back.
You got it.
Alright. Let's head back to resistance camp.
Plant life has claimed most of the central area. Big plants, too.
Report. Records show that vegetation has grown to an abnormal size since the departure of humans.
Wonder if there are any huge boars and such, too.
Huh, it's you. Heard from Jackass about your encounter in the desert. Good work. I don't have much to offer, thanks, but I've rented your room here. Oh? It's the least we can do. Feel free to use it however you like. Hey, thanks. Oh, thank you, Anemone. This is pretty big. Are you sure you're okay for us to get a room like this? You have permission, remember? Plus, we'll probably be stationed here for a while, so a bed won't go amiss. Then I guess there's no point in turning down. We got some nice little items. Now, what is strange is that even though we are androids, I guess we do sleep for some odd reason. Now, I want to say thank you for watching, because this will be the conclusion to the introduction of Nier Automata. I will try to do a full playthrough of this game, and hopefully y'all will enjoy it. Later.